Flood victims should know by this time tomorrow just what went wrong during last year's disaster. Summer Burke joins us now live. And Summer, this is the final floods inquiry report. What can we expect?
Well, Georgie, the findings will be made public at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. The final report will be handed to the Premier at Parliament House, but as soon as Anna Bligh has those documents, they will also be uploaded to the Flood Commission's website. Anyone can, of course, access that document, and the Commission has made special provisions as they are expecting a high volume of traffic to their site, as both the public and flood victims alike have a look at those results. The inquiry was set up to look at the events leading up to the flood, the response to the disaster and the aftermath, so we can expect recommendations to be quite wide-ranging, including everything from rescue planning, building policies and, of course, dam operations. Max Futcher has this report on the year-long inquiry.
After so much loss,
it's really tough. It's emotionally draining.
So many tragedies.
Don't, just let it go.
Everyone wanted answers, an explanation of why things went so wrong and how they could be prevented in future.
A transparent, independent and honest commission of inquiry.
Hearings held in affected communities across the state heard evidence from 300 witnesses, some telling of broken homes, run-ins with insurers.
The floodwaters didn't really cause as much damage as the insurance company did.
Or worse, the tales of lives lost, including the 000 call made by Donna Rice in a flooded Toowoomba street just before she and son Jordan were swept to their deaths. The response by the police operator prompted the Commission's interim report to recommend better 000 training, while the emergency response was found to be ill-prepared for the inland tsunami which swallowed Grantham, killing 12 locals and prompting recommendations for public warning systems in the Lockyer Valley.
I wanted to save my community and I couldn't.
Questions were raised over the operation of Wivenhoe Dam in those critical days before the flood. Did they let it get too full? Had the manual been followed? Was something being covered up?
If true, the suggestion is a serious one.
It's still unclear what strategy the engineers were using and whether they were following the dam's manual or wrote their reports to look like they were. They are important questions which thousands of homeowners and their insurers want answered. Max Futcher, 10 News.
The extension of the inquiry to hear further evidence of dam operations during the floods pushed back both the state and local government elections. The Premier reasoned that the public should have a chance to scrutinise the report before they place their votes. That opportunity is now just a matter of hours away.
Thank you, Summer Burke. And political reporter Leonie Mellor joins us now. And Leonie, is the floods report likely to swamp the election campaign tomorrow?
Well, Georgia, it will very much be the focus for both sides tomorrow. Anna Bligh and Campbell Newman will get the report late morning. They'll then take some time to read it before responding. Now, I'm here outside the Broncos Leagues Club where both leaders will be appearing before a forum later tonight. It'll be before a group of undecided voters. They'll take questions. Both leaders will appear separately, but it will give us a real chance to see which way those undecided voters are leaning at this stage of the campaign. It's a campaign that we've seen really pick up pace just in the last 48 hours or so. Today, Anna Bligh tried to refocus her attacks on Campbell Newman and developer donations, while he called in a former Prime Minister. It was vintage John Howard. The former Prime Minister called in to help lift Mr Newman's stocks in Ashgrove.
It's academic. He's going to win. He's going to be rewarded.
But the attacks keep coming. Anna Bligh declaring she now has the material to present to the CMC over so-called dodgy deals.
Anyone got any questions? Because I sure have.
Philip Usher, the developer who gave $70,000 to Mr Newman's re-election fund, had his company registered to this Spring Hill property, owned by the Mansour family, Mr Newman's in-laws. Ms Bligh says he deregistered the day Mr Newman announced he'd run for state politics.
All of this has been happening right under Campbell Newman's nose.
It's a registered office for companies. It's like a parking bay for companies.
Mr Newman says it's blown Labor's campaign apart.
This is loopy, mad, incompetent nonsense.
Still, Labor continues to chip away.
Why don't I sue them? I'm not a sook.
But he is threatening. His lawyers sending this letter 10 days ago, demanding the ALP stop their attacking advertisements or face legal action. Mr Howard says Labor's attacks are desperate politics.
They should stop playing the man and play the ball.
It's no surprise the LNP is pulling out such a seasoned campaigner in John Howard. With just 9 days to go, both sides are desperate to snare every undecided vote. He drew a large crowd at a fundraising lunch, costing $2,000 a table. Leonie Mellor, 10 News.